nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Cobb. There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Inside, it's Young. Runs for the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Perry. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yeah, we're going.
Now, this isn't even a discussion of the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, We're going for it every single time.
Throwing. Lewis unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
He wants to change this route. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Booster!
Play fake, Lewis. Did as he throws. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bucks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Brown wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab down the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Could be an alley. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. Across the 35. Wide open spaces. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense...
And he's in. Touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Perry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Ready, go.
Lewis starting to feel a little pressure, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Let's see what he can do with it. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
With the catch, it's Kane. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On the move, it's Cobb. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff, Washington running left. Might have a chance. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the run, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. He'll try. Oh, he's got some space. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point was good. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Lewis wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Lewis from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the middle. Picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, and how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
That ball skips through the end. And it's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buffaloes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking for room, it's Young. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lewis. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he makes the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the option. Keeps it on 1st down. The pitch. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch.
Got some room to run, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or... And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes the catch and he's free. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Cobb. Smashes through the tackle. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground, it's Young. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 17 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Boilermakers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Perry. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
So now it's second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Lewis. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. How about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50, the 40, past the 30, past the 10. And with the pick 6, touchdown Tigers.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 18. Flag 18. Go.
Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Auburn offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout.
There's a crease. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The keeper on the option. Showing off the arm. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hawkeye! Mustang!
A run for the quarterback. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it again on the option. Oh, what a cut! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now on the move. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner goes down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Lewis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third down from the gun, Lewis. He's taking a deep shot and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going, and never.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Lewis unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
they were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being